little bit of a late start, but that's okay. We have people, and that's the most important thing, because friendship.
Yes.
Alright, so, if we have everybody, I heard a Z, Kira.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hi, sorry, my audio decided to glitch the fuck out for a second.
We're all here, yeah.
Yay! Okay. So, let's do a little bit of a recap of what happened last time.
We
beat the fuck out of Mind Slayer.
Yeah, we went down to the sewers and beat the shit out of a Mind Flayer. Who then found a portal?
Mm-hmm. Wisp found a thing that lets her find hidden doors. And we used that in order to find this portal. Torn found his rock as well. We can't miss that.
Lots of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bag of rocks.
Yeah.
And also rediscovered what happens when a group of rogues or rogue-based characters tries to sneak through a dungeon. A lot of surprise attack murders.
Yeah, a lot of everyone line up, get your shots in, and then executions.
Where is my dice tray? Looks like I'm doing without the dice tray, which is fine. I just have to be careful.
Alright. So. Did you all guys already take a short rest? Or are we starting off with that?
I'm pretty sure I hit the short rest button. I cannot be certain, but I think I did. Let me
press it again.
Not sure. What would I have recovered? Do I recover any spell slots for that?
No, I believe we just cover hit die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
then
heal.
I'm probably fine.
I think I'm perhaps the only one that benefits from short rest, but I needed it desperately.
Yeah.
I used all my spells.
Alright. So, all of you take your short rest. You guys staying in the room with the portal?
I mean, it seems to be the cleanest of the rooms.
Also feels like the best play, because we can choke somebody off on this end here, so... If we close up the secret door, I think we'll be Gucci here for a bit.
Makes sense. You take your short rest. Davil and Yagra sit down on a couple of crates. Yagra pulls out a snack, a bit of jerky to munch on while she recuperates. Davil just kind of takes a little nap, kicking his feet up in their little corner. But the short rest is uneventful. You're able to rest up, bandage any wounds you guys have, refocus, and gather some of your magic back, Z. Being near water does help. Unfortunately, the water is yucky, so that's less helpful.
Yeah, I imagine, because they know they're probably going to go through the portal. That has been discussed to some extent. Mira is making a very clear point to use the short rest to clean her boots and her weapons and shit.
Yeah.
Can't you magic them away? Yes. Sometimes you just have to actually do the elbow grease.
Therapeutic. Pulling out a brush and just scrubbing the gunk out of your boots.
Whole lot of Mind Flayer, brains on that as well.
Right. But eventually, everyone's rested up. Davil's woken up. Yagra's finished her jerky. Boots are cleaned and shined. As much as they can be, in this place at least. Rocks in a pouch, secured to the belt.
100%.
Right. Wisp armor on.
Wisp armor
engaged.
Her tin can is engaged. She probably sent out her little toy soldiers to act as secondary sentries and is collecting them again once everybody's, finishing up.
They're marching in formation up to you, one by one, getting into your bag. There's a salute from each one.
Wist returns the salute to each one.
Mm-hmm. Each one is slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like those videos of the teacher outside with
Yeah.
the handshakes.
Yeah. One of them wants a hug.
Oh.
She
Oh,
will lean
baby.
down and try to hug a toy soldier. I don't know how that's gonna work, but she's gonna try.
Hugs your hand.
They just like grab your cheek and be like, squeeze.
Yep.
But eventually, you're all ready. Portal is crackling and glowing. Bits of lightning and static hitting the stone around it. Whenever someone comes near, it does spark over, but it doesn't hurt. But it does make that little area go numb for a second. The only sound you kind of hear when you're right next to it is this swirling of wind. You're not sure where it goes, but there's only one way to find out. We all jumping in together, or is someone gonna go first?
Torin's like, everyone knows the gods love a chancer, and he jumps right in.
He jumps in, and Farah, like, there's a little bit of surprise. Her brows go up, and she doesn't move for a second, just kind of tilts her head. Well, I'm not hearing any type of a horrified or terrified screaming, so I hope it's okay.
Wist will nod, looking down at the portal. Suppose it's okay. 'Tis a wee bit frightening, isn't it, though?
Farah just kind of like tilts her head one way and the other. Yeah, I ain't said I ever gone through one of these before, but well, first time for everything. She's gonna jump in as well.
Wist will stand at the very edge for a second and visibly hype herself up. She's standing there like, come on, Wisteria, you can do this. It'll be fun. You'll see new things. It'll be fun. And then she jumps in.
And hot on your heels, your two companions and Rosette hop in after you. Now, each of you, as you hop in or step in, however excitedly or trepidatiously you do it, is up to you. But everyone does feel the same sensation of standing on something and then feeling a gust of wind whipping past yourself, feeling your hair get tousled this way and that, but feeling like you're stationary until the floor gives out from under you before being replaced just as quickly. And one by one, all of you appear in a similar space, much cleaner than the last one you were in. At least only the immediate area around you. As you're all gathered in between these two stone columns, seeing one hallway leading into another on one side, and then another room that, those of you that can see it, is just filled to the brim with slime on the ground, about 3 inches thick, and sludge piled up in corners.
I do not like that, but I also cannot see anything.
Oh,
Well, I can't see the map, but I can see.
hold. Where is... Aha. I don't know why it always says this. There's one.
Oh, thank you.
There is... 2.
Oh, those are Those are some friendly-looking guys.
There is 3.
Hey,
I'm gonna go ahead and do
rosettes.
Rosette. Oh. Alright. Where was I? Ah, yes. To your left, you see a hallway, and to your right, you see something much less pleasant. A large room with slime-covered floors, with piles of gunk and other things you don't want to even think make that shape. And you also see creatures that I'm pretty sure none of you have ever seen before. They look to be fish, walking on 2 legs with 2 arms, and wielding weapons and just stuffing their faces with some of the piles of gunk. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
If Feyre has magic vision going, she see anything interesting?
What's the range on that again?
30 feet, I think.
30 feet. Nope. Nothing. Yeah, the distances are accurate. Each square is 10 feet.
Magical.
That is why the unshrinkening has happened.
Feyre just kind of like gets her bearings for a moment. I imagine the others pop in around her. She sees people over to the other side, and will just tap Torin on the shoulder with like a finger over her mouth. Do the same for Wisteria, and Jesus, we'll start moving this way. Not our problem right now.
Very
Unless
fair.
it has to be.
This
They
ancient
interrupt
rogue
their
motto.
dinner. No, I get grumpy if somebody interrupts me eating.
Alright.
Yeah, a real 20 froze. Ah!
Oh no. I was gonna say, as you're moving, I will need stealth rolls.
Of course, yeah. Well, that's fine. I forgot and rolled on that, but that's 21, so that's fine. Go, beautiful boy, you. Ding-a-ling.
Stealth is a dirty 20.
Yeah, I got a 10. I rolled a 6 plus 4.
Oh.
I imagine that Whist, as everybody is showing up, gets a little. She sees these weird little guys, and she's a little curious about them. And so, as she's walking, she sort of stumbles a bit and just walks into something, makes a sound.
Well, so Feyre and Torin are the only ones who rolled well.
Oh, goddamn.
Don't worry about Torin.
Liz, you rolled the 3rd highest.
What?
Oh,
we're in
I
for
guess we're
it.
doing this
A
then.
2 and a 3 and
Aren't you level 12? You blonde guy?
he's a bard.
Are you telling me bards don't have stealth?
He rolled like a 2. It's not gonna help. It's still less than a 10.
I bet if Augustiana rolled a 2 on stealth right now, she'd have an 18.
It's fucking Pathfinder.
This is true. Pathfinder's kind of busted when it comes to numbers.
He literally doesn't have proficiency in stealth, actually.
Hey! Okay, I have many questions about Dazzle's story now. I think he's
What?
lying.
What do you mean you think he's lying?
He's supposed to have been a dungeon diver. He
Well,
doesn't
yeah.
have proficiency in stealth.
Well, yeah, he was the utility and CC bard.
You should still have
He's more of a
proficiency in
tavern
stealth.
diver.
I don't know what to tell you. He's got Arcana, History, Insight, Perception, and Performance. He doesn't have Stealth.
All right.
He's-
So what's
yeah.
about to go down here?
What's about to happen is that
Combat
you guys
rolls.
start to make your way to sit and try to nope out of this shit, right? And unfortunately, Yagra was too busy looking at this. She was very much like, what is that? What? And she kind of stops short, and then Dabble bumps right into her, and there's a bit of a scuffle as one of his belt loops gets hooked on her, on like the hilt of her fucking sword, and tugs on it, and then just ball bearings scatter.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
As he tries to just like catch the bag before it fully empties out, but the damage is done. You guys just hear the little pitter patter of like 20 or 30 ball bearings hit the floor and rolling around on the stone floor, echoing throughout this empty and silent fucking chamber. And there's a beat of silence.
Orin just looks at Farah and kind of grins and does the thumb backwards like it wasn't me this time.
You see Rosette, who's in front of them, just face palms. As you see Dabble just go, oh my fucking, pulls out a fucking dagger. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
I can't believe the two of them both rolled 2s.
Oh, okay. Now you roll a
I hope you
17.
planning to
West.
keep them little ball bearings as a slip trip for the species.
Oh, man.
17. Where the fuck is my initiative modifier?
Touch your dex.
Oh, it's just my dex?
I believe so, yeah.
It's not a separate thing?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah. Add me to initiative.
Lucky duck.
Thank you. I got 17, and then, let's see. Dex would be 1, so 18. I said 18? God damn it, Wist! There.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
It's fine. Everything
I
is
hope-
perfectly fine.
My resources fit into a thimble.
Same.
Everything's fine. Everything is perfectly fine.
We're still flying a quarter of a resource.
Mm-hmm. You guys will be fine.
I don't know about that, Chief.
The more you say it, the less I trust you.
Yeah.
I'm saying this is all time because I am...
Having to roll 5 million things.
No, I'm just gathering stat blocks because my dumbass never put Yager and Dabble's stat blocks in the roll 20. You know, finally they roll better. It's if only they did that on their fucking stealth check. You know, but I should probably get Rosette too. So you guys can have her. Which fucking...
Stop.
Not Goblin Raid. Oh, this is too cool.
Okay. So, I have one question for you guys. Would any of you be familiar with anything from the Underdark?
I don't think Whist would.
I mean, Feyre would not be familiar with it. She may have heard a sailor's tale type thing. Story in a tavern. Cause she did hang out at the...
Mm-hmm.
What's the name? The big tavern.
Yawning Portal?
Yes. That's
Mm.
an Underdark portal, isn't it?
It goes into the Undermountain, which is a giant dungeon. Though there are rumors, actually, that Feyre would have heard that if you go through the Undermountain on one of the sub-levels, you could get to the Underdark, but no one's ever actually found the entrance. It's more of a local legend.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But Feyre's probably heard of such creatures. Not much. Most of the things you've heard about them is that they're gross.
Underdark creatures?
These ones right here. The fish ones, Kuotoas, I think that's how you pronounce it, is that they're slippery, literally. They make slime, and that makes them really wriggly if you try and wrestle them. But alright, Feyre, it's your turn. Starting us off.
No.
Well, she can't get very far because there's people in the way.
Bonus action dash. She's a rogue.
This is true. I guess she will bonus action dash and we'll move here so that she can get a better line of sight on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of these that she sees, because she sees the two blue and then Sharkman and then this one red.
You also hear more noises from over in this direction.
Any of the ones that she sees seem to be boss shaped?
This one. This one's built a little different.
Concentrate fire.
Yep. So she is going to reread some of the things I just got to make sure that I am understanding.
And I have one quick question for you. Your detect magic, is that like a passive, always going on thing?
She can re-up it every 10 minutes.
Okie doke.
So I assume that it's not necessarily she walks around town with it, but if she's ever somewhere that she feels sus,
Mm-hmm.
she's re-ups it.
And how long does that last again?
10 minutes. I think every 10 minutes. Well, I know I can just do it constantly if I want to. Eldritch Sight. Cast Detect Magic at will without expending spell slots. And it's 10 minutes apiece. 30 feet. Spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. I'll say that as she steps closer, you do get 1 ping of divination magic. Right around here. I don't know if you can see my ping in the dark.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of glances that direction, but she's not gonna. This is a
What
choke
pressing
point.
matters?
Yeah, this is a choke point that she does not particularly want to move past nor lose.
Mm-hmm.
She also does not want to immediately get fucking surrounded. So she's just gonna stay right here and use action Eldritch Blast on Sharkman.
Okie doke.
Gotta fucking find my d20 again. There it is. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Seven damage. 7
Okie
necrotic
doke.
force.
Gotcha.
Just Eldritch Blast as of yet. So that's all she does. She just prepares her shield on her rapier. It's her turn.
Okie doke. Next up, Mr. Fucked everything up himself. And he is going to move over here behind Farah. And he sees her launch the magic at this guy, and he's like, I bet. Vicious mockery at that guy. It's going to roll a wisdom save, which it does not pass. And now it's going to have disadvantage on his next attack roll. Going to take a little bit of psychic damage, a little baby headache it has. And, man, I'm running a lot of things. We're just going to have Rosette go over here. She's going to go ahead and attack. The first one she sees, she's going to miss, unfortunately.
If you need me to take over one of the NPCs, I can.
That would be nice. You can take your pick.
I'll take over Dabble if that's okay, because I played Bard. I kind of know what Bard does.
Okie doke.
I'm
gonna send you.
Yeah, stat block.
Yeah. Here you go. That's a stat block. He has used. Let me see. I have written down here 2 4th level spell slots so far.
Damn, he has so many spells. This is not fair.
He's a CC bard. But that's. Rosette rolled a. Okay, so I handed Davil off to you. Okay, cool. Rosette rolled a.
This.
Hold, this might actually hit. Fuck, what's math?
Not something I'm good at.
It's. This hits.
Hey.
Let's fucking go, Rosette. Cool. Cool fucking shit. You're going to do 2 plus, what's her fucking sneak attack? It's going to be 12 plus 6. You see Rosette dart around the corner. She throws a single psychic blade into this one right here. And she deletes it.
Damn, Rosette.
Twist.
Twist is not going to be deleting anything. Each square is 10 feet, right?
Yep.
Twist will move up here so that she has eyesight on everybody. Then I think I can short bow the guy. So I will attempt to do that. I rolled a 3.
What's the total?
A 7?
Ah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okie doke. Her attack whiffs. Is that the end of your turn?
Wisteria. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Wisteria? Alright, Torin. Action's all the way over here.
Yeah, I can't see anything, so we're gonna move. Let's group her together and figure this trout. Can't do anything because that was 30 feet of movement.
You could
So he's bonus action.
dash.
But I also need to bonus action activate my thank you of please, or please and thank you.
Ah.
We have to do that.
You could eat rock.
Yeah. What if I don't have rock in my attack? I have a dagger. Is that the? Would that
just use a dagger?
Okay. Yeet.
25 hit.
Nice.
I told you rocks are the best.
We'll just use the dagger stat block for the rock. Go ahead and hit the dagger button. On which one you hitting?
Whatever one is, I guess. What are all these dots for? Like, I've missed everything because he couldn't see anything.
So I'm just using the dots to differentiate initiative groupings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All the ones with the dots are the same creature, and then this is the boss man.
Oh, well, he's right in front of him, so it's just like,
Eat rock at boss man.
Yeah, take this upside your head. I learned this from a goblin a little bit back.
Alright. Well, y'all are getting all the fun. Yagra is going to try and just charge. She's able to make it to this one, and it's already fucking dead by the time she rounds the fucking corner. So she is going to just
rage.
Fucking not even. She's just gonna use her action to just dash. Come here. That's gonna be her turn. Now it's the big man's turn. And he just got blasted, insulted, and then got hit with a rock. One of his buddies died. And now there's a half-orc hitting his other buddy. They were just having dinner. They were having dinner of flesh and bones of who knows what. Maybe person-shaped, maybe not. You can't tell anymore. So he's upset. And he is going to rush over here. Boop, and try and hit a 1-2 attack with a staff onto the girl. And both of those are in fact going to land. And you see that he pulls out this staff that kind of has pincers on the end of it and just stabs Yager in the shoulder twice. That's its turn. Now we have the... oh wow, they're all going at once. Oh, this is interesting.
Can I pause
So
you
we're
for
gonna
just
have-
a second?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you go to the Devil's Star Song on
Mhm.
the journal
Mhm.
and give me control? Then I can just enter in the stat block into this.
Yes. See.
There we go. Thank you. Continue.
Okay, cool. These things are in fact going to bum rush you two. Oh wait. Sorry. Wrong grouping. This one is going to bum rush.
I love watching them scoot along their like 30
Like
foot
there's just
thing.
a little guy going, Kurt,
Boom.
how you getting on?
All these guys are charging.
Very slowly. Look at them go.
Through the sludge.
through the slide. Alright, Torin. Alright. This one is running at you with the spear. Does a fucking 4 hit. I don't.
No, but nice try. But maybe you're full and a little lethargic. But
It's a little slippery
for effort.
out here
Yeah.
on the slime.
You could just eat your lunch and we'll just be on our way. We had not planned to stop, but shit happened.
All you hear is snarling in response.
Very well.
Actually, where are the ball bearings spilled? Do they have to roll against that?
No, it was just a
Okay.
little bit. And it
Alright.
was spilled over here, right where you were.
Oh.
You want to roll that?
It's, you know what? I would if Amy asked me to, because that fits Wisteria's entire life.
Oh no, it was just a flavor for how Davil fucked up. Only like
Okay.
20 of those got spilled.
Well, if she rolls a 1 at any point, she's gonna face plant on the ball bearing.
You know what? That makes sense. And this blue one over here is going to try and just big teeth bite into Yagra, and that is going to hit, and she's going to take a little bit more abuse. But it's fine. She's fine, guys. Don't worry. This one is also going to try and... It gets stuck. It can't get much farther. Because it's in companions. It's not gonna... It's gonna use its fucking turn to just shove this guy out of the way. So you guys see that this one here kind of gets yeeted. And this one takes its spot. Sliding on the slime. Hey, it's your turn. You have more friends.
Well, that's usually good for her. She's gonna dance up here a little bit closer. And Torin can fucking fight the one on his face. She's gonna fight this one. And big money. That's a dirty 20.
That'll hit. The AC you're looking for these guys is 11. Oh, sorry.
Cool.
The ones around you are 13. The big guy is 11.
And it's a D9. Saving our magic for right now. Plus, can't activate the. No, it takes an action. Fuck. Alright, yeah, so that's 8 damage to blue dude.
Okie doke.
Small this time. But I do get my sneak attack because swashbuckler.
Okie doke.
For 2 more damage.
2 more damage is damage.
That's Farah's turn, and then Davil.
He's got an interesting stat block.
Yeah. I give this man one of my weapons when it's over.
I imagine he's got like he's got a dag. I imagine he's Dagger Man. He's just got a bunch of daggers. Does he use them? Not really.
Because that's what he's gonna do. Is the one in front of Torn, he's gonna throw a dagger.
Lucky doke.
For 24 to hit. That'll hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why do I pick things that I can't read?
Aesthetic.
Okay. 4, 5, 6 piercing damage.
The one in front of Torrent? Heard.
That's Devil's turn.
Alright. Well, Rosette just discovered that these things can be killed. But the room is very slimy.
Luckily, she
range.
can throw her psychic
Yep.
daggers.
Yep. She's gonna go ahead. She's just gonna throw at the blue one over here. Try and delete this one too. That'll hit. Yep, that just hits. And oh, I can just do this. I forgot I have Beyond 20. Cool. That makes this a lot easier. Alright. And bonus action. Say shit. Plus, she deletes another one.
Hey.
Yay!
Alright, Whist.
Alright, seems like everybody's doing okay. I don't need to heal anything, it feels like. Whist is gonna move up here. Let's see, Torn's next up, right?
Mhm.
You want guidance,
Mhm.
Torn?
Sure.
Whist
Guide me.
pat- yeah, Whist pats Torn on the back, hits him with guidance. There you go. Do you roll the d4, do I?
You can roll it.
Alright. You get to add 4 to your next ability check.
Sweet.
That'll be it for me.
Thank you.
Alright. Torin.
Yeah. Thank you very kindly. And he's like turns back to the thing in front of him and is like, okay.
I'm ready.
sorry about this fella. It's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal.
No, you're just trying to, enjoy your lunch or dinner or whatever time it is. Nope. That one does it.
Those are both +4, remember? Right? Or at least the first one was +4. No?
Actually, does guidance work on attack rolls?
I don't think so. I think that's Bardic.
Oh no.
No.
Alright, one ability check of its choice. Sorry.
We're good.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Either way, he'd have advantage. So,
Oh, well then I shall go on, please. It's a little better.
Yep.
And then he's like, cover your ears if you don't like puns.
please and thank you.
Why did the fisherman stop playing the violin? It was out of tuna.
Wisteria laughs. Wisteria laughs very hard.
And also, since you had
And then he
attention
looks
gain-
back at he looked back at the dude that he now has figured out as a bard. He like gives him the stink eye.
I forgot!
Yeah, you forgot. I
I
didn't
forgot!
forget.
But also, your sneak attack, Torin.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have
I
advantage,
forgot.
so you get sneak attack.
Alright.
There.
So, Torin, 1-2 punch with a pun, and you delete this.
Sweet.
You might even call it a punch. Get it? Get the punch.
Punch.
Fantastic.
Haha. Yager is going to go ahead and she is going to. One of her attacks is going to land with her great axe. And she is going to rage as a treat. That is her turn, and this thing is just going to stab her back, and it's actually going to trip on itself a little bit. Its foot kind of getting caught on her boot because she kind of just charges right into its face. His attack is not going to land. And it is the red one's turns. Gets replaced with another one.
Just standing on the body of his friend.
It don't give a fuck. It's clambering on top of its body. It's a little wobbly. Its body not well balanced for being on land. You're noticing now. And Torin's gonna try and hit you. Does a 18 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's going to try and charge at you with its spear for 2 piercing.
Got it.
Farah, the other one is also going to try and hit you this time. 21 hit.
That will hit.
That will hit. Also, this one actually going to try and bite you. Because it's just that feral. And that's going to be 5 piercing. Blue one decides to try and hit you with its spear, and that's going to be a miss. I don't think a 7 hits. That's its turn. Back to you, Farah.
Okay, so we're just gonna keep playing on the blue guy until he's dead. So we're just gonna hit with a rapier again. That'll hit. Pretty, but that'll hit the 15.
Yep.
Eight, 2, 6. Uh, 13.
All right. And with that, you delete this one. Out of existence. It's gone. Its body falling into the sludge.
I'll give an opportunity back. So she will just stay here.
You can get like right here, right on top of it if you want to. That'll stay in its threatened area.
And then Devil will... We're just gonna go with Devil has infinite daggers.
Yeah. We'll go with that. That's fine.
Throw another dagger. We're at 13?
That's the AC.
There we go.
Yay!
Yay! He's not built for combat.
For 6 damage. One in front of Torin.
6 damage to the one in front of Torin.
That's his turn.
Cool. She's just gonna attack the big guy. I don't think Rosette would want to willingly enter the slime room.
Not unless she absolutely had to.
Yeah.
Oh!
Man, DM
Jesus!
controlled Rosette.
I think she's
Well.
doing great for where she is.
she's doing great. Okay. I'll just write all. Yep, that fucking hits. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that. And her second one. Her bonus action.
Yeah.
It's only just one more.
Thank you.
Boop. That's her turn. Alright, Whist.
Alright. Is this guy still up?
Yep.
Both of these guys still up?
Yep.
Alright. What the fuck do I have here? I got this one. I got that one. I will... I mean, I kind of want to do something stupid.
Do it.
Do it.
Alright. Whist is going to psych herself up and step slightly closer over here. DM, would you now say that I am within 5 feet of these 2 gentlefish?
Yes, you are.
I will use Hand of Radiance, which is, I think, the one that hits anything in 5 feet. Yeah, each creature. Whist will warn the party.
It's each creature of your choice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Then I choose the 2 gentlefish.
The 2 gentlefish.
The bottom feeders.
Say that's a 2. That's a 12. What's your DC?
15.
15. Both of those fail. Yeah, roll your damage.
Alright. What is this? A D6? Yeah, it's not bad. I rolled a 5.
Alright, so this is a cleric spell, right?
Yeah.
So it says it increases when you reach 5th level. That's like the warlock, which is character level, right?
Yes.
So it's 2d6.
It's 2d6?
Yes.
Okay.
Some spells scale by the spell level, some scale by your character level. This one scales by your character level.
That's another 5, boss.
Yeah.
Okay, how much was that total?
10.
10. Alright. That one is roughed to fucking back. Alright, 10 damage to both of these. I have one question. What does this look like?
I imagine that Whist just sort of quietly scooches as she's so used to scooching, and then just kind of waves her hand around at these gentlefish, and just drops a, "Excuse me, could you settle down a bit?" And there's a brief storm of petals that accompanies it.
Alright. Torin, this fight just got prettier for a second.
It did. It's very pretty in there now.
Reminds me of home and bop. Yeah.
We'll hit him with the please and thank you.
Yeah. They do it.
Go.
Sorry, head. Asking me questions.
What? How did that?
Yay! Yay!
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Oh, I do.
What's
I
those
forget it
hit?
every time now. I didn't forget it the first other game, but I'm forgetting it now.
You delete
21.
this one too with another 1, 2. Torin
May the
coming out with the
flowers,
skills share.
Decorate your grave, bottom feeder. 3 steps on it.
There's now a pile of two
Like a whole
bodies stacked on top.
King of the mountain.
All right. Yagra is still laser focused. It's gonna
I like
be.
that Yagra's just 1v1ing the boss.
Yeah,
While
she's
we're
having
doing
a
all
time. She's rolling like shit though. So
It's
you
still
just
pretty
see
funny.
these both. You guys see both of them are just exchanging blows back and forth. Is what's happening. Each of them are dodging each other's attack. Yagra with her great axe, the Kuotoa whip with its pincer staff. The slime itself around them kind of aiding them, but also hindering them. It makes it easier for them to dodge each other. It makes it harder for them to hit each other. But it is this one's turn, and fucking Torin, it's going to try and stab you.
Do it.
It's a
Let's go.
16 hit.
Exactly it. Yes.
Cool. This is gonna both hand lunging at you with his spear for a total of 8 piercing.
Ooh, okay. Got it.
All the blue ones are dead.
My turn. Okay.
Mhm.
Yagra's having the time of it over there. So, Feyre's just kind of like watching for a second, tilts her head. Let's not should we going over there and helping her? Yagra, you want any help over there?
I've got it! I've almost got him! Oh, fuck! Slipping on the fucking slime.
Bonus action dodge.
Okie doke.
And come over here.
Alright, Feyre. Advantage because you're flanking.
Ooh.
One dude does get a attack of opportunity, but at disadvantage because of the dodge.
Oh wait, can't you just bonus action disengage?
Can I?
That's a rogue thing, yeah, right?
I don't know what that is. Let me double check.
It's like one of the first things you get, I believe. Yep, cunning action.
Disengage. Okay. Yeah, disengage then.
Mhm.
Then over here we're gonna fight Fishman.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that also hits. So he hit low thing 14.
AC is 11.
The end. And 15 total damage. Slides up behind him, just stabs in the back.
Okay. Alright.
And Davil, we're just gonna keep going with what's working right now so he doesn't waste his spell
Dagger.
slots. Because, you know, neat little thing that I've discovered. Look at, hey, that's a nat 20. That's a 4 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Just managing to kill it.
Eee. But a neat little factoid I've discovered about Davil, he knows cure wounds.
Yep, he does.
You fucker!
So he can help with the healing a little bit. He only knows cure wounds.
That's his
But,
only healing spell. That was
there's-
the ace in the hole.
There's a whole bunch of spell slots there.
Mm-hmm. That was gonna be my party is down. Davil can heal them because he knows cure wounds.
Wisteria gets a strange feeling in her antlers and turns and looks back at him, narrows her eyes.
Yep.
Magic
Listen,
demonstrated.
listen. His spells last time,
They were doing some work. They were putting in some work. We
they're
cannot
putting in a
fault
lot
it.
of work. Yeah.
But he does know how to help people.
Both Rosette's attacks just missed. We're not going to talk about it.
All right, Whist again.
Mm-hmm.
Apply bow.
Applying bow.
I think I get advantage on that, right? Because of the flank.
E.
With the finesse or ranged weapon. Okay, so, let's see. Here's my d20. And what is my short bow bonus? It is a +4. All right, that is a nat 1, so we're glad that we have advantage.
Yep.
All right, that is a lot better. That's a 19.
Yep.
19 plus 4 is 23. That's a hit, yes?
Yep.
All right, I don't think I need to choose to fuck this thing up. Do I? I think it looks pretty roughed up, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go for the damage then. Regular damage is d6 plus 1 piercing, so that's 4 plus 1 piercing, so that's 5, and then 2d6 sneak.
Mm-hmm.
That is 5 plus 4, 9.
How do you want to do this?
What? I'm getting hurt! Oh man, what a
Whist, you
special
get the
moment.
kill.
What a special moment in her life. Whist she just finished waving off these fish who then are promptly exploded into fish sticks by Torin. And she looks over, she sees the others, and she says something under her breath. She lines up a shot with her bow, and she thinks to herself, you have to aim for the soft spots. And she's going to put this arrow just straight through this thing's sternum. Just punches right through. And once she has fired off this shot, her eyes widen in a little bit of surprise. And she kind of looks around, as if checking to see if anybody else had seen that.
Everyone saw that.
Whist turns slightly pink.
Alright. As the last of them fall to the ground, you're just left in sludge and slime.
Oh, we start looking around, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Start looking around, you see that the floor is, as you've seen before, covered in slime. It's also littered with bones. And you see that they were eating something. You can't really tell what. Unless Whist wants to make a medicine check.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
That's a 5, so I'm probably not going to get very far here. 5 plus 7 is 12.
12. It's humanoid.
Hmm.
You're able to recognize the distinct shape of the pelvis and some femurs. You're not sure the type, but you know it's humanoid of some kind. Looking around, you guys can roll me a perception.
That's a 10. My passive is 17.
Okay.
Orange got a 20.
Oh. All of you, as things quiet down, you catch your breaths and you take in the scene around you. Feyre, you, because of your angle here, notice that there's something on the ceiling over here. It looks like a stalk of some kind. Just a little appendage eye stalk protruding from the ceiling. Over in this corner right here. And as things quiet down, you all also hear noises. The sound of voices coming from 3 different directions. Coming from over here, and over here.
There's creep down a little bit this direction. Oh no. Creep back this direction.
Hold on. Go back. I need to do my description. See, one of the noises that you heard as you go down in this direction here is you hear what sounds like groaning. And as you turn the corner, you see through iron bars a man separated from the rest of you by a portcullis, latched onto a chair that's blood spattered. And he looks trapped, and you can see that the groaning is from him trying to struggle and free himself. To no avail. You hear other sounds too.
Is the eye stalk like looking her direction as she moves?
It's kind of just stationary. Not tracking her.
Also, not.
I think you should.
Does this look like our business or?
Okay, I'm just gonna, because it doesn't take any resources, Eldritch Blast the fucking eyeball.
Okay. Roll to hit, please.
21?
Yep. How much damage?
It's a nice neat 10.
Okay. Just what you needed. Go ahead, you blast the eye stalk, and you see it kind of shrivels into itself before shattering. And it's gone.
Feyre will kind of look over her shoulder towards the others. And she'll again kind of gesture for quiet, but then she will look at Wist and motion Wist over specifically.
Wist is still somewhat riding the high of having actually committed a murder, but she will scamp on. She will scamp on over.
See the O now.
I see the fella. Yes, I do see the fella. And I imagine that she is like looking around at first, like, what's going on? And then she hears the moaning, looks over that way, starts making a beeline.
As you approach Wist, you see that this man here, strapped to the chair, is above table, a drow, who is struggling and trying to free himself from his bonds, strapping him into this chair. Now, you hear the groans of him struggling, but you also hear sounds from somewhere else too, nearby, over here. And Torin, you hear sounds from over up north.
Well, we're a
Look.
bit surrounded. Probably nothing to worry about. Possibly a lot to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Torin, the sound that you hear sounds like metal on metal. Kind of just like this clinking sound back and forth.
Don't love that.
It's like ting 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 ting. Ting 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 ting. Back and forth.
I don't know Morse code. You have to speak up.
Or just like whips around. Shh.
Wist looks back at Farah and Torin, and we've had canon thieves cant as sign language. We have Rosette here as well for Discord.
Mhm.
So Wist will silently communicate to the others. But we can't just leave him.
Some way to get through metal bars.
No, but perhaps he does. And then she will look to the metal bars, and she's gonna try and call out softly in Elvish, which she does speak. Something to the effect of "Hello there." I guess. Why fuck with the classic?
Yeah, hello there. You speak in Elvish, and he stops trying to struggle, and he looks up at you through the bars. And he squints at you. You see that? He's like, hello?
Um, excuse me. I'm a doctor. Uh, I'd like to help you out if we could, but I didn't know how to get in there. Do you know any way around these bars?
What's Wist's vibe here?
Earnest, friendly, and kind. She's being
Okay.
very sincere.
He looks at you, and there's just this air of suspicion as he squints. He's like, this has got to be a fucking trap. No fucking way someone this earnest and kind just appears out of fucking nowhere. That shit doesn't happen. Lo and behold, it does. Evidently.
A fever dream.
It's a fever. And he takes a long, long pause before he roughly tries to yank at the bonds again, letting out a sigh as he realizes it's no use. He can't get out. The door. Not the one to the right. The other one. That one could get you.
So above table, we're talking about this door.
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
Wist will.
yeah, let y'all know there's metal and metal banging in there. That sounds like who knows what.
I want to clarify here. He is speaking about this door. Don't go in that door.
Okay.
There are 3 doors in this room. There's a one up top, up north, where Torrent's hearing the metal clinking sounds. And he's directing you to this door over here, where you hear more voices.
Oh boy.
Wist will nod. Thank you. We'll be right there. Is there anything we should be aware of?
Yeah, I'm not the only one.
There's a nod and well, today is a very lucky day for you then. If you could just, I know it's a bit hard, but if you could sit still for a second, it would irritate your skin less. There's a risk of you dislocating your shoulder if you continue struggling like that. But I promise you, we'll be there quick.
Roll me a persuasion.
Sure. Wist, what is your persuasion? That's what I thought. Okay. I rolled an 8 and her persuasion's a 1, so that's a 9.
Yeah, I think you need to swap dice.
Rip.
These are my Wisteria dice.
They're cursed tonight.
I guess they are.
They need to go to dice jail.
We're gonna put them in dice jail. I'll roll with different dice for the next check. Unless you would let me make a medicine check.
I will allow a medicine check.
Because that would be a 15, which is actually a passable thing.
Okay. Okay. I will allow a medicine check. You go into more detail on what could happen if you dislocate your shoulder, and that's enough to make him stop wriggling for now. But
Alright, I found my other dice.
all right, you should be able to open the door if you want to.
Feyre's listening to the door first if she
Ah!
hears voices.
Yeah. So as you get closer, as you're listening and paying attention more, you hear what sounds like babbling and gibbering. It sounds like a person or persons. You can't really tell because of the irregular pattern. But it sounds like someone's has definitely lost their mind.
Oh boy.
Door.
You look in, you open the door, and you see two men, humans, both of them held down with leather straps on tables. Both of them look more rough for wear. Sorry, I thought you closed the door.
Andy?
Yep.
It was me. Because I couldn't see shit. But of course, why would I see shit? I'm over there. I didn't think it through.
But they both look out of it. And yeah, sorry, I completely forgot where I was. They're both strapped to the table. They're both gibbering like madmen. And they both look very, very out of it. Eyes are blown wide, staring at the ceiling. Both of them just exuding fear.
Feyre just kind of frowns, look over her shoulder and see some of the others getting closer, and look back into the room. And shakes her head a little bit, but she will step in.
Right.
Lauren follows.
As you step in, I'm just gonna go ahead and just get rid of that door. Yeah, as you step in, you see that their eyes go over to you, Feyre, and then Torin, those of you stepping inside. And the look of fear kind of just spikes as the one nearest to you says, "Oh, be careful, you're gonna be next, you're gonna be next. They're gonna take you, and then they're gonna take your brain, and we're next, we're gonna be next. Just over and over and over. The other guy is in very similar shape, but rather than coherent words, it's more babbling, something that's close to common, close to a language that's nothing.
Can I roll a medicine check to try and calm these men down?
Sure thing.
All right, I've swapped my dice over, so hopefully these don't also send me to dice jail. Okay, that is a 15. Yeah, 15 is much better. So 15 plus 7, that's 23. Medicine.
Okay. So what do you do to try and calm these men down?
I imagine that even though this is a very grim scene, this is also something that Wist has experience, dealing with on some level. So she's going to step in with some actual confidence and just start reassuring them that they need to focus on her at the moment and on what she is asking of them. And she's going to try and ask them, she's going to try and get them to settle down and then start asking them some basic questions as she, I imagine, whips out the ASMR pen light and begins some basic examinations, you know?
Okay. Well, with your soothing words and your very practiced and confident treatment and diagnoses of what they're going through, it does manage to calm them down. They stop hyperventilating. They stop struggling against the bond so much. The one who was just babbling in nonsense starts calming down and finally starts talking in regular common. The one who was shouting at you guys, trying to warn you, also calms down. They're realizing help has arrived. We're not going to die. And you can see that calmness kind of just take its place. And just tiredness just fills them as they just seem so weary and so weak from whatever it is that they went through.
Wist will take the time to try and assure them that they're going to be all right. She's going to tend to this. I imagine the others can check on Mr. Drowsman in the meantime.
Yep. Yeah, you can tend to them.
Mm-hmm.
You can untie them. Their arms are a little sore from trying to struggle against the bonds. Most of their damage is psychological.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, you can calm them down very easily.
Wist will offer them lollipops.
Davil will, I assume, help with the untying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
As you enter this room, you see that the drow on the table looks at you and he goes, shh. And he can't point because his hands are tied, but he tilts his head in the direction you're looking at.
What the fuck are you talking about? He can't point because his hands are tied. You can point with your mouth.
Your tongue.
Feyre, eyes dart down the other hall, sees that, immediately into crouch, turns very quickly, looks at Torin, and there's a finger over her lips and just a death glare of boy, you better be quiet.
He smarts, but thumbs up.
All right.
Come
So
over here, and is this metal or is this leather that he is secured with?
it is iron manacles.
Lock picking.
Nope, thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Gonna need a DC 15 thieves tools.
Do you want some help? Because I am also proficient. So would you want to
Two of
roll?
Yeah.
You help her, or you can each take an arm. However you want to flavor it.
Each take an arm so that if one gets done, then the other one can now act as guard.
All right. Take a
Not that
thieves
we
tool
put
from both of
his,
you.
not that we put his thingy in there. It has this question mark beside proficiency, but I don't know if he is or not.
If you're proficient in it, it'll just be your dex plus your proficiency.
Well,
Or if you don't think he's proficient in it, you can just have Feyre roll twice. Or just do the one.
Don't recall.
23.
Yep. Easy.
Unlock one manacle, and then she's immediately sneaking over here to keep eyes on.
Mm-hmm. Feyre, as you get closer, the things that you see over there are just happily swimming in this pool of green fluid. It's too viscous to be water. Something about the way it sloshes does not sit right with you. But they look happy, submerging themselves and splashing and scratching at the stone containing them.
We still have mental discord from
Yep. So the Rosette
that
still got her mental discord up.
sphere is just like tells everybody be very, very careful, very, very quiet. Some of them brain creatures.
There's a nod from Wisteria down the hall as if the others can see her. They can't. She's just nodding. Are you needing a bit of assistance?
Trying to look toward and got dude out.
Yep, dude's out. He's also instantly crouching as soon as he's out.
Ah, yes, another rogue.
And he just gestures with hand signals. And something you can identify as it's kind of like a different dialect of thieves' cant. It's like thieves' chant, you know? So
Steve's
it's
chant. It's Steve's chant.
Thieves' chant.
Or just signs back, what?
You
Thieves' chant.
need to be quiet.
Signs
But
back,
you're-
where are you from? Your accent.
But he's able to just sign, just basically, let's get the fuck out of here. He's gonna start crouching his way. There's a nod to Torin, as he's also silent. He's like, let's fucking get the fuck out of here.
Looks at Farah, are we... And he points to where that hallway is, or back behind him.
Oh man. Fucking stuck because like the tactical part of me is like we need to kill everything as we come across it so that it doesn't sneak up and bat us in the ass later.
Sound strat.
To like devours or it depends on if they manage to get any attacks off. Guess Farah would be cautious enough of this shit that she see her thinking and she finally nods and motions Torin over. Between the two of them, if there are indeed only two that I see in this room, they should be able to kill him pretty fast.
Okay. Did you want to have the guy that you just saved go? He's ushering for you guys to let's fucking leave. Are you gonna try and usher him back over to you?
No. She will
Okay.
say, yeah, Gray, you want to kill something else?
Say less.
Huh?
She's not as sneaky. So she has to just slowly tiptoe. She saw what happened with Davil. she's just gonna slowly tiptoe her way through until she gets up over to you guys.
Farah's just gonna like look over her, wait until she is there, give her a little nod. Well, as I can tell, there's two of them. There might be a few more around the corner I can't see. In some sort of liquid that I don't advise we necessarily get into. Maybe picking them up and tossing them out. There is. Go ahead.
Oh, there's just a whisper. Can we just throw a knife or an axe.
Feel free to throw whatever you want, just as long as you know that if it goes under, you're not getting it back.
Torin opens a pouch of rocks.
Yagra goes and digs into her bag. I stole a bunch of Davil's knives. I'll be fine.
Feyre nods, and she's gonna try sneaking around a little closer here.
All right, Wes. You know that some shit's going down in the other room. They're planning something.
Yeah.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Was just while she's dealing with these guys. It, when you're dealing with rogues or toddlers, when there's silence for more than 2 or 3 minutes, it usually means there's something about. Is there something about?
We're handling it.
Like,
Wist, narrowing her eyes, looks over to this young drow gentleman here. What's the vibe check on this guy?
Which one?
The drow fella.
Um, his vibe, like, generally?
Yeah.
At the moment?
I'm just vibe checking him.
Vibe checking him? He doesn't fuck. He's so unhappy with this place.
I want to go
He,
home.
yeah, he wants to go home. He's kind of rubbing his wrist a bit from fighting. You see the vibe that he's worried about something. The way that his eyes kind of glance towards the door. He doesn't say anything because, I mean, he knows it's in the other room.
Oh, he knows it's in the other room. Okay.
So he's quiet.
Valid.
Mm-hmm.
Wist will turn toward the other two, Devril and Rosette, and tell them to mind the patients for a minute. She's just gonna quickly excuse herself. Try to get
shit
into.
tops off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's gonna try and just quietly move up behind everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
She needs line of sight.
All right. You're able to
She
make your
does.
way.
You know, they say you should never lie to your doctor.
I handled it.
All right. So what's the plan here? While you hand off responsibility of these other two to Rosette and Davil. You guys creeping? You guys sneaking?
Yeah,
You guys doing a rogue?
Feyre is sneaking at least to here, because I'm assuming if she got to the edge of this pool, she still wouldn't be able to catch them with her rapier, would she?
If you got to the edge, yeah, you'd be able to reach him, just barely. At least the first one. The second one, no.
Is it like a raised up pool, or is it like sunk ground?
Raised up.
She will get as low as she can and try to sneak closer.
Yeah. However, the pool itself is only 2 feet deep, so it's like blow up inflatable pool size.
Crouch it roughly.
You know, a shark only needs 2 feet of water to hide. But yeah, okay. You crouch. All right, we need some stealth rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
21.
Should I?
What is that?
Baby, don't help me.
Don't at me.
No.
No.
Do you want me to roll as well back here?
I'd say you're far enough away. What'd you get, Farah?
21.
Okay. All right, Yagra. She's fine.
Don't fuck it up.
She got a nat 20 on her stealth check. She's learned.
God.
She has learned. She is also going to prep to throw something. As you get closer. Now, Farah, as you approach the little pool, Torn, you can also move up. You're fine. You do see they seem to stutter a bit in their swimming, in their splashing. They seem a little concerned.
Oh.
And you know that they're on alert. They can sense that there's something different. But they can't quite sense where you are specifically.
Oh, fuck, I forgot they could do that. Yeah.
Torin is almost safe from that, which is so fucking funny. With intelligence 3 or higher, they can sense.
They can just barely hear him.
Just
It's like
fucking
how
barely.
it's like how LaCroix just barely has a flavor.
Yeah.
A
Someone thought about
whisper of
lemons.
A whisper of a thought.
yeah.
So you see that this one does swim and kind of paddle its way over to this corner.
This way.
Making his way. They're on alert. They know. Wait, there's more people here than before.
You'll pop up and stab them.
Alright. You can go ahead.
This would be a surprise attack, so I get advantage, yes? Yes?
I will say, because of their ability, not this time.
Fucking...
If they didn't have the sense intelligence 3 or higher, you would get it. Unfortunately, they do.
19.
That'll fucking hit. I'll say, Torin, you can also get one as well if you'd like.
Sweet.
You guys are all planning this. AC you're looking for is 12.
Are we throwing things? That's what we're doing.
If you want to. They're close enough that you could just melee hit them if you'd like.
I'm a little scared too. I've been rolling really well on Roll20, so let me get an actual dice out.
Yeah, there is a fear with you.
14, 15, 16, 17, 19.
Yep. Those will hit.
8 plus 4. D8.
Now we'll have Yagra. She has 2 attacks, so I'll have her split hers up between each one.
I did 22 damage.
Oh, never mind.
Are we getting like one attack, or are we getting our regular attacks? Like
just like around.
And thank you, or
your regular. You can get please and thank you in.
Okay. So 8. The first one is 7 damage, and let's roll for thank you.
And don't forget your sneak attack.
Ah, shit. Okay. 15 for thank you. No, not that. Wait. That's just 4 for thank you, and I will sneak attack on the board. So I don't remember what I said. Math. The first one's 7, and then I can't remember. What did I say, y'all?
It was 15.
Okay, 'cause I can't remember what I said. I've done rolled the D8 again, and I don't remember what the first D8 was.
Yeah, it's alright. Between all those numbers, you've got it. Because
I'm gonna
with
have
your
to
sneak
roll
attack
20.
as well, on top of all that.
Did it change my sneak attack on the? It didn't look like it's changing on the button, did it? Because wasn't it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be 46.
Yeah, it rolled 3d6.
Ah.
On the...
Oh, are you talking about your macro?
Yeah, my little button at the bottom didn't update
Oh, yeah,
or
you
didn't
can
change.
change that by going to your macros.
I'll just roll another d6 and add it to it real quick.
Yeah.
A 5.
Yep, like I said before, you got it.
Woo.
Between you guys all sneaking up, you guys are able to very, very quickly dispatch them. You guys are kind of becoming experts at getting rid of intellect devourers.
He
And
is
you know what,
sophisticated.
Wist? They were right. Feyre was right. They're
Did
handling
handle
it.
it.
You just see all of them attack at the same time, and then Feyre's standing, and you see her kind of like go up on her toes just a little bit, like looking to the far side of the pool, and then nod and looks back and sees you behind. Like, we handled it.
Whist will quietly clap and smile a little.
Because I'm assuming the pool is empty aside from 2 dead intellect devourers now.
Yep. They're just floating now. If you want, you can roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah,
I'll let y'all
do it,
handle
but
all the
it's not gonna be good.
smart people things.
I don't have Arcana. I mean, I have a 3 in it.
You could try.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. If you want to investigate, see what the fuck this is.
11.
I rolled a 19 with a 3, so that's 22 if Whist is beckoned over.
I mean, she sees this, they handled it. They all relax after they have their spontaneous, synchronized attack. Because if Whisk goes over to investigate, you'll be able to figure out what this is.
Gross. That's what it is.
It's gross. It is gross.
It is gross.
Mm-hmm. However, there's something about it that reminds you of something back in the Feywild West. Not
I don't
a
like
one
that.
for one. Not a one for one. But the way that this just shaped the depth of it. The fact there was something just swimming and floating in it. It reminds you of a pond. Specifically, it reminds you of one of those very, very pretty and nice and very luscious spawning ponds, where you'd see wildlife go to breed and, um, have babies. And it's similar enough that it makes you think, oh, this is a spawning pool of some sort for intellect devourers.
Oh, even nastier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whist just, as she comes up, makes a face, then doesn't quite want to look at the water.
Mm-hmm.
Turns her nose up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It would appear that you've handled a breeding pool.
And Farah, your detect magic. This thing reeks of transmutation magic.
Gross.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Who's taking brains?
Do I still have the poison gun with the poison bullets?
You can poison it.
Can I drop a couple of poison bullets in it to poison it?
You can.
Hey.
So, how this works is the Mind Flayer will take a human brain and then dunk it and leave it in this brine solution. And eventually, there's a 10% chance over the course of a few days that the brain turns into an intellect devourer. So, if you want, you can put some of the poison bullets in, and if this ever does get used again, and if one of the brains ever turns into an intellect devourer, it will then take that poison damage.
The Duncan 2 for bullets.
Mm-hmm. Better safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
2d10 poison per bullet. So if she's dumping 2 in, it's 4d10.
All right. Understood. It could kill one instantly. All right. Congratulations. This area is clear, and you do hear the sounds of chatting from the group you left previously.
Yep. And didn't I hear the metal on metal up higher too?
Yes, you did.
So you think there's more up a ways?
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a whole bunch of unpleasant things all around here if we're already running into 2 of these, whatever the hell was out there.
Should we be helping the people that we found back to Waterdeep? Some of them are in quite a state, although admittedly most of the damage is mental.
Point in the direction, perhaps, would I'm thinking if we help them back, chances of us getting back here diminish greatly.
Wisteria frowns slightly as she takes a second to consider this. I suppose that's right. We could send Davil or Yagra back with them. Or, well, I suppose they could find their way on their own. But the portal would leave them in the sewers.
I can draw them a map. To be honest, if all they're wanting to do is get to Waterdeep, they just pop up on any old manhole.
No, never mind. There's no point in sending them off on their own. Did we notice that when we came through it was gone?
Yeah, I just forgot to mention it.
That's a very important thing you forgot to mention.
And I think we would have panicked a little bit when
Listen, I was having trouble with the tokens. I got distracted
Fair.
because I had to stop and then rewind and then redo the tokens and then pick up. All right.
You know what? Valid.
They're stuck with us.
Yeah, I don't know if we necessarily want them to be stuck with us. Might be better if we find some place that they, maybe not here, because this is an unpleasant place for them, but someplace we can stick them and store them until we're done.
Aye, that sounds good.
Did we ask them how they got here? Or, it's
I don't think we've had much of a time. How'd you get here, Sneaky Boots?
Sneaky Boots.
Sneaky Boots. He's just been chilling on this corner, while Rosa and
Leaning
Davil.
roguishly.
Yes. Leaning roguishly
This
while
man's
Davil
name
and
is
Rosa are
Brizet
chatting.
Bowarden.
Oh, Jesus. And as you come up, he turns to look at you and he says, "Would you ask again? I got distracted by Sneaky Boots."
How'd you get here, Sneaky Boots? As soon as he turns in her direction, she's already asking it.
He looks at you and there's a snort. It's like, not the worst thing I've been called. Was captured here in Skullport. brought here for interrogation.
Skullport?
Yes. Would any of you like to make me a history check?
All right.
-3. I might just rely on y'all.
You never know. We can Hail Mary it.
Can I
Let's see.
convince you? Actually, no. I probably couldn't convince you of that.
No, he absolutely does not. Whose house?
I was. Go on.
Oh no, he said whose? Yeah, he's like, whose house is that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. My bad. I've got a 10. Wisteria is fairly long-lived, but she's only been outside the Feywild for like 50 years, so I don't know if that helps.
17.
17. We'll do it. I'll say that, Wist, you've heard the name a couple of times before.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine that she doesn't really talk all that much with the people who would know about it very well.
Mm-hmm.
Because of where she is and her general patience and their general lives. But she has heard the name before, so it does ring a bell. Farah, you fucking know that name. You've heard it so many fucking times because of these drunk sailors talking about how they went to Skullport and survived. You're pretty sure they're full of shit. Because Skullport is also known as the Port of Shadows. It's a subterranean city located far, far, far below Waterdeep. Some say that an entrance to it is located on the 3rd level of the Undermountain, which is the dungeon beneath the Yawning Portal. You guys are very, very far below ground.
See, like, he says that, and you see Feyre calculating, and slowly looks at him. Did you just say here in Skullport?
Well, not here. Here, it's a bit of a hike to get to it.
Just kind of blinks, and then slowly shakes her head, and looks at Wisteria and Torin. We are really fucking far from home.
Guessing you're from the top side.
Yeah, that would be an accurate guess.
Looks at all of you. And what are you guys doing down here?
Killed a mind
We
flayer.
jumped through a portal.
We are
Portal.
investigating a crime.
Oh, okay. That's not my business. Thank you for the breakout. He's gonna step a little away from you guys so he can see all of you. And he just gestured with a wave. The name is Zybon Kazalt. I owe you one for getting me out of that.
Did they take your weapons?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hands him a rock.
He looks at it.
They're very useful. Don't judge it.
Mist will take a small step forward while he's distracted. You should listen to him, actually. He's gotten a great deal of use out of those rocks. But meanwhile, if you wouldn't mind, let me look you over, make sure there's nothing wrong with your shoulders. Wist will just give him a quick once-over. I think she would want to do that.
Okay. What's your bonus to medicine?
I think it's an 8. Let me...
Yeah. No need to roll.
7, yeah.
He's a little roughed up, but he's fine.
Alright.
He just looks at the rock. You know what? Torin did help save him, so he'll he'll take the rock, but he'll look at him very confused.
Now, what were you taking and brought here and all that? Just gestures to the next room. What are they wanting to get from you?
His lips kind of pull into a thin line. That squid. He wanted information on what my house is up to.
I'm assuming a house for you does not mean like brick and mortar or something you sleep in, right?
Assuming it means something a bit more akin to what it means for the lad there and I.
Oh,
Tilts his
my
head.
house is very nice, very cushy.
No, not that house.
He kind of takes the rock and kind of tosses it up and down in a hand. Something like that. Look, I appreciate the rescue, but I need to get my superior out of here so that we can leave.
So you got some other people in here too.
He nods. Just the one I came with. There's a bunch of other people here too, but they aren't really my concern.
Well, if we were to come across this friend of yours, is there a phrase perhaps we could use or something of the sort to convey that we mean no harm?
Or better yet, because we're going to be poking around here until we can find a way back to, what do you call it, topside. Just wander around with us.
He looks at you guys.
You'll be doing a whole much better by yourself with a rock.
Well, I was hoping to steal a knife off of that guy.
Oh, we could make an arrangement. I have a knife.
Oh, what?
Mm,
Looking at the bard?
yeah. His Dabble just looks at him and there's just like a squint. He kind of like puts a hand on his cloak where you see where he pulls out the fucking knives. Body language of, you're not getting my fucking knives.
Yeah. Like, Feyre just, like, looks at Davil, and there's a smirk and looks back at him. Don't think you won't be doing that unless you want to be, passed out, full facing all this nasty slime all out there.
So, an arrangement, eh? Wist will pull out knife and like keep the sheath tucked in the crook of her elbow, and then pulls out her little notepad on the other with the other hand.
I don't think writing up a contract is the most beneficial thing right now, Wist.
Wist will turn, look. Oh, and then she puts it back in her pocket.
That's right. You don't give people things that you want back because, a lot of times, they don't give it back, even
Well,
with a contract.
It
Doesn't work for them like it does for us.
Yes. Well, getting it back is less the issue. It's more the giving.
Yeah,
What exactly are you guys?
Rescuer stuff.
Well, besides that and rock lovers.
You're enjoyers of fine ale and food and
I think that's just most people.
we're a bunch of people that tend to get ourselves ass deep in a whole bunch of shit that we probably shouldn't be in, but we still end up making it better.
aren't you glad we're here?
Steep.
Looks at Whis like, yeah, Asty.
Wist is like trying to work this out in her head. Like you can see the gears turning.
Are you
There's-
booty bothered? Pushy troubled? Tiny hindered?
a snort from Zybon. It's like, yeah, you know what? I think I'll take you up on the offer.
Wist looks at the others and is now somewhat shifty because contract is not the right thing to do, but how to give. She has not gotten there yet.
Feyre is like watching like the steam come out of Wisteria's ears already. And then sees that she is now even more uncomfortable and just like reaches out to the arm that has the fucking dagger and like grabs the elbow and extends the arm.
Wist is still like a little there's still steam coming out of her ears. She like so badly wants to be able to do this, and I feel like she's feeling a little bit nauseous, but she's holding the knife out anyway, and she's just like is a, a gift.
He looks at her.
Take the knife
And
now
he
before she
looks.
starts throwing up all over the place.
He'll take the knife.
There you go.
It's like,
Pat twist on the head. Let's go of her arm.
Wist is just taking deep breaths like you do when you're trying not to throw up, and she's a little pink. She's a little pink. I did it. I did it.
Yes, you did.
is she actually going to throw up? Because
Oh, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'll be alright.
At the moment.
Seen her do it.
Feyre just takes a long breath. Well, assuming since you were looking for a knife anyway, you know how to use that.
he twirls it between his fingers. Something like that.
Looks towards the two humans. Assuming they look far more fucked up still.
They look far more commoner stat block.
Yeah, they look far more. This is not. They need to find somewhere to hide.
They look far more 1d4 HP.
Okay, so we're needing to find your person and finding them places to not get. He doesn't want to say it because he's like, be sensitive. Found.
Do you want your rock back?
Oh no, I've got plenty. Keep it. You might need it.
I don't want. Okay. Sure. Knife and a rock. I've been in worse
Always-
situations.
Always look down on the rocks. That rock has beamed me upside the head by a goblin.
I think that's a testament to your skill.
Didn't stalk me. I got him. But
Feyre just shakes her head, walks past him, pats him on the shoulder as she goes. Yeah, you could still be in the chair. So, much better position, sneaky boots. She keeps walking.
my skill.
Crystal
Looks
turn
like
to
your skill.
your skill issue.
Your skill
That's right.
issue.
I'm not the one being rescued and tied to a chair.
Crystal, are we taking the civvies along? Because they need a place to hide. Unless they're hiding here.
Yeah, until we can find a closet to shove them in, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take the civvies along. Wist will direct them to come along with her.
Put Yagra on Civi ushering. As you make your way Guy is staying near Torin because it's kind of fun. Definitely little jabs about at least I didn't get bested by a rock. And you guys enter this room again. The civvies are cold. Looks like they've pulled on their cloaks that they had, but they're following.
All right. Do we want to go back to that initial chamber, or do we want to head over this way?
I was thinking
You guys
this
do
might
still
be
hear the echoing.
a good spot to call it for tonight. Because we have
That makes sense.
cleared the big room. We have cleared the prisoners down here for the moment. We could just get rid of this door. We know it's in there. And then we will theoretically have Iris next time.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay. I'm gonna draw this on here. There is still... whoops. It's not working. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
It won't let me fucking draw. Fuck it. Map layer. What the fuck?
Ooh,
Oh, whoops.
What?
There you go.
Haha. Whoops. I want to put a reminder. Freehand. There we go. Now we're cooking. That the sound is still coming from this one over here.
The metal.
Clinking.
I got it.
All right. Thank you.
Yay!
Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the session. I had fun.
Yay. I'm glad. Let me just delete these doors.
I think we made pretty good progress, too.
Hope you guys enjoyed the session.
Prepare your quips, and I shall prepare mine, Amy, because we're going to go back and forth.
Knife versus rock, an ancient battle.
That's right.
I feel like that those two are just like glaring at each other as they walk, and Wist is just not there. You know, she's in her. Oh, I know how to handle this. I'll go back to not existing.